see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position.
Yeah. Hey, I still dropped a couple Penn State. I had to play at Penn State. That was rash. Nah, man, at all. Elon going crazy.
The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run it out of the shotgun, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I was glitched out.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's McCray. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
Nah. Why not? Yeah.
First down for this offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Unleashes one. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's loose. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat. And now
I was trying to play make it a
receiver
receiver.
inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown.
I just knew if I didn't, that would have been a pick if I ain't come back to that.
You say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create.
Yeah, I had to make a decision quick.
Other explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Big pickup on first down leaves them with second and 1. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's third and short. Will they run again? You're going to force them to pass the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
No, mine is bad. It's not even with flags. I just be getting like bullshit animations. But
third and long from the 42.
nothing worse than Madden.
It might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down.
I'm convinced there's nothing worse than Madden.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Because Madden, they animations like
offenses work so hard week in, week out.
Is that
Marlon critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion.
I stopped playing it too. I recently came back to it just so I can stay in the leagues that I've been in for a couple of years.
The Buckeyes other than that game is horrible. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That took the speed away.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the running back has it.
That's the one thing about Ohio State, man. That line.
A pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up
that line giving a push every time.
Make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a second and 2. Back to the ground with the running back. The Buckeyes get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Washington 7, Ohio State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. Defense in press coverage. Trying to break the plane on second and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Got a little room.
That boy fast.
There he goes. Open it up.
Nah, I'm just nice at kick return.
Take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
I win best returner in life. Most leagues. If I'm good for something, I'm going to win best returner.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Man, too. They got one of the worst rosters in the Big Ten. But they got some pieces here. If I know like a year or two, they're going to be pretty nice.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting over this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw.
Oh,
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Williams looking for a man. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Husky. And what Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take. Bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. They'll give it to the back. Slithers into space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
With the catch, it's McCray. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Trying to find his man on first down. Soft spot in the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
He ain't doing like 91. He just shifty.
And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Number 5 got to be faster than that.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna run it. It's McCray. And he'll step out of bounds after it.
Yeah, Hayes only got a 93. I think that's Marlon Grant. Yeah.
Good play.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains,
I
then
mean,
we'll just
it's
add
always
up,
gonna be easy.
wear the
You Ohio
defense
State.
down, get first downs,
All
and
you gotta do is,
ultimately get some
all you gotta
points.
do is throw them off you.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Skips away from pressure. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Snap from the gun on third down. Fires one high and deep. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Washington, 28. Ohio
The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 42, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for
Boys
this
have to
offense.
sabotage me.
Well,
Right
this is
there.
one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last
A lot of
play,
dudes, once you
getting
get
a first
the,
down.
they
He's in
like
a
the zone
world
that the
of
running back
trouble,
gonna be up. So
and
they
down
got
he
panic
goes.
and
A
still pitch it.
catastrophic loss on that play. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Williams looking for a man. Unloads it left. It's complete. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity
Coming
after
up,
that
you know,
last
they're gonna
drive?
tackle.
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You You've got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He leaves it with the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? He'll sneak it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. The give from the gun. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Here we go with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That boy was not worried about no cut. I don't even know where he came from the outside.
They are rewarded.
That's a large
They would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
And the 1st guy couldn't get him, but the 2nd one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Unloads to the right. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
This offense has a second down play. Williams will pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Takes the handoff. It's McCray. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Washington 28, Ohio State.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. On second down, wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. DB's right up on the receivers. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Flushed out of the pocket.
Somebody get on it.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
He's a what?
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about.
I was trying to audible out of whatever play I had
because
because it was
especially these defensive ends.
a run
They're
play.
going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they
All
were
the
able to get to the
information got me.
quarterback.
From midfield, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Going to the run, it's McCray. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, and it's down at the 15.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch past the sticks. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. From the gun, looking for a man. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Damn, that's PR.
Take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
It's caught.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play.